Hey everybody, welcome back to Weather on the Go. Hope you had yourself a great Tuesday out there. We're tracking a major winter storm to impact areas of the deep south into the southeast and up into the mid-Atlantic later this week, and this could bring heavy snow, ice, and some rainfall with it. And then we're tracking the long-range pattern that could bring winter storms further west into the plains in the Midwest as we go into late January. So a lot to track here. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel below. Make sure your post notifications are turned on for everything, so you are notified for future videos and live streams. Like the video by giving it a thumbs up down below, especially if you do like it, and share this video on social media. I definitely appreciate it. Let's look here at our precipitation through tonight. It is very quiet across North America. In fact, you could hear a pin drop probably across southern Canada, the United States, and Mexico. That is how quiet it truly is. And we have tons of high pressure, big high pressure here in the central US, and that is creating a lot of radiational cooling and also a fresh deep snowpack across the central and eastern US from our most recent winter storm is helping our temperatures really cool off as we go into later tonight. In fact, looking at our low temperatures Wednesday morning, we're down below zero into parts of Kansas to -10 near Topeka. Below zero in Missouri, downstate Illinois, and a lot of single digits and teens for lows. In fact, look at the freezing line going all the way south to the Gulf Coast here. And when you factor in just a slight breeze out there, here are our wind chills. We are well below zero across the north and the central U.S., parts of Kansas here with the deepest snowpack of 2 feet from our most recent storm could be down to -20 degrees Fahrenheit Wednesday morning. So definitely make sure you are bundling up if you're heading out to work or school on your Wednesday. And that colder air is going to stick around late through the week as well. This is Friday, January 10th. You can see below normal temperatures favored across the south, and that largely continues both days this weekend, Saturday, January 11th, and Sunday, January 12th. Now let's look at the weather alerts across the United States. The local National Weather Service offices in the DFW area, Little Rock, and Memphis have gone ahead and actually upgraded these areas to a winter storm watch in the medium blues from North Texas, Southeast Oklahoma, much of the state of Arkansas here with the exception of Northwest Arkansas, far northern tier counties in Louisiana, North Mississippi, and Western Tennessee, and I actually expect this to expand further off to the east and northeast as we go into the later this week. Let's look at Wednesday. Another quiet day across the United States outside of some lake effect snow up there toward Michigan, northwest Pennsylvania, little clipper system up here in Montana, and then our main feature of energy down here in northwest Mexico. That is our winter storm energy that we're going to watch as we go toward Wednesday night, bringing some snow into southern New Mexico, West Texas, and then as we go into Thursday, we're going to have the freezing line lifting up there into central Texas. Anywhere south of that is going to be all liquid, all rainfall on Thursday. Right under that, we're going to see a mixture of sleet and freezing rain. And then on the cold side of the freezing line, we're going to see more snow across Oklahoma, north and northwest Texas, and back there toward Arkansas as well. We also have a clipper system, North Stream energy, moving in from the northern plains into the upper Midwest that will meet up with this storm system once we get into Friday, and that's going to phase together. So a more mature storm system will be east of Texas and Oklahoma on Friday. That could bring some heavy snow from Little Rock into Memphis, all the way up here towards St. Louis. We got freezing rain to concern about across southern Arkansas, north central Mississippi, over here into Alabama and northern Georgia on Friday. Then as we go into Saturday, this is a more suppressed look of the storm system. I do agree with this. We're going to see some light snow in the northeast and the northeast coast and also the mid-Atlantic, but it's not going to be a major snowstorm, I don't think, for the weekend. We also have a clipper system moving out of Canada on Saturday. That could bring some lighter snow up to the northern U.S., like the northern plains again, and the upper Midwest, just some light snowfall up there. Overall, for our major winter storm heading in toward late this week between tomorrow on Wednesday, January 8th and Sunday, January 12th, you can expect a narrow but significant swath of snow from North Texas into southeastern Oklahoma through central and southern Arkansas into northern Mississippi, western Tennessee there, and even northwestern Alabama. That could be in the order of 4 to 7+ inches, and then that will extend further east. Now let's look at a kind of deeper dive into what cities could be impacted here. Dallas-Fort Worth, we're looking at a solid 3 to 6 inches of snow. Little Rock, we're looking at around 5 to 8 inches. Over here into northern Mississippi, 5 to 8 inches. This doesn't also include the Memphis area, by the way. And then moving east into Nashville, we're looking at a solid 2 to 4 inches of snow, Knoxville included. Up here into the Florence, Huntsville area in Alabama, we're looking at about 3 to 6 inches. Atlanta around 1 to 3. And then in the further north and east you go, here in the mid-Atlantic and the northeast, we're looking at anywhere around a coating to 2, maybe 3 inches in isolated spots heading in toward the weekend. There is going to be an ice component to this, so freezing rain and sleet will be a concern from Texas eastward across Dixie Alley and into the Carolinas, parts of coastal Virginia. This will be more refined as we get closer, as ice is always a difficult precipitation type to forecast, but definitely looking at the potential there for some ice. Maybe not a crippling ice storm, but definitely some ice nonetheless to create some travel problems out there. So let's look here at the Winter Storm Severity Index for tomorrow, Wednesday, January 8th. We're seeing the problems down here in southern New Mexico and West Texas. More minor problems as that storm gets going. Minor issues across North Texas and into the Red River Valley, into southern Oklahoma there, and into even western Arkansas on Thursday. Also some minor issues with that Clipper system up to the north, like the Dakotas and northern Nebraska. And then as we go into Friday, a more mature system with snow and ice on the northern side could produce some major and extreme travel difficulties for places like Arkansas, northern Louisiana, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, and even as far east as Georgia as well, as we go into later this week. Behind the storm system, the Climate Prediction Center's temperature outlook going into next week, Monday, January 13th through Friday, January 17th. Cold air dumping down from Canada will follow the system on the backside, so winter-like temperatures are likely to extend into the third week of January, and it's going to be drier air. Arctic air is drier air, and we're going to see drier weather out west and following the system across the southeast. Some wetter weather here across Texas and in New Mexico, also in northern stream jet that could bring some Clipper systems down from Canada at times into the Montana, Dakotas, and northern Minnesota. Pretty much just light precipitation. Now we are watching late January. This is another period to watch here. The Climate Prediction Center is also forecasting this area to watch as we go into late January. We're going to explain it here. Between Monday, January 20th and the 27th, we're going to start to see this pattern where this trough we've been seeing in the North Atlantic is going to retrograde further west into the southern Canadian prairies and northern United States, and this is going to change our pattern as we have a southeast ridge. It's a weak ridge, but that's going to warm us up a little bit near the Gulf Coast and near the southeast, especially the deeper we get into January here, and that's going to lead to a low pressure track as we have a subtropical jet and southern energy working with northern energy, which is cold energy from Canada into the northern US, and that could bring a very significant system across the middle of the United States, similar here to the track that I drew up for you here on this run. Let's look here at the risk of heavy precipitation. This would be liquid from the Climate Prediction Center between January 15th and the 21st, and more so refined between the 18th and the 20th here. They do expect areas of the deep south into the Tennessee Valley that could have a slight risk of heavy rainfall, and this could also lead to some severe weather on the warm side of any system as well. And then on the northwest side, you know we're going to have cold enough air, so the risk of heavy snow is a slight risk for now, but look at that extending from northern New Mexico into Colorado, the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles, all the way up into areas that really haven't seen a lot of snowfall this winter, into the Midwest, the upper Midwest and the Great Lakes there, and even some lake effect snow in western New York State, northwest PA, and northeastern Ohio as we go into that 15th through even the 17th time frame as well. Behind that storm system, we're going to get another dump and more widespread dump of cold air. The PNA goes negative over here, at least neutral, and that will bring down a lot more colder air across the west, and that will transfer further east, and that weak southeast ridge may actually give Florida a chance for slightly above normal temperatures into that last week or so of January. So that's what we're tracking here in this forecast. Stay tuned for another forecast later tomorrow morning or early tomorrow afternoon for any updates on the major winter storm heading our way with significant snow, ice, and rain, and the long-range forecast as well. We'll update you on that as we go into tomorrow on Wednesday. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on all post notifications so you're notified for future videos and live streams. Like the video by giving it a thumbs up, and share this video with friends, family, and on social media, and I hope everyone has a wonderful other night out there.